morning. Good morning, this is Tiffany 100 Plus. As you can see, I am in the car. I am on my way to Access Emergency Hospital with Chewy. Sorry. Our little guy, I got a text message from Amy this morning that when she came in this morning, he was the first one that she went to take him out, and then she was just going to give him, you know, one of his tubes of food, because she gets there earlier than me, and he sometimes likes to eat a little earlier than when I can get there at 7:30, and then usually I feed him, you know, the rest of his breakfast. But she said when she went to get him out of the pen to take him outside, she noticed there was no tube. And then she found it on the floor. So at some point last night, because I fed him dinner, and then Amy fed him late night when she was there, because he gets now 4 meals a day, spaced out. So she gave him his tubes of food last night, no problem. Everything was fine. And then this morning the tube was on the floor in the pen. So completely out of his neck and on the floor. We have dealt with him popping stitches in the past because he is a happy little boy, and he loves to like roll on his back. He loves to get on his beds and blankies and like roll around. He even does it outside in the grass. Like, he likes to roll and like scratch his back, and he cleans his face when he's done eating too. He goes like in his beds and stuff, and he likes to like wipe his face. So we've dealt with him popping stitches on the tube in the past. The last time we asked for donations for him, it was because he had popped his stitches, and we had to bring him in. And the tube actually came out on that drive to Access while I was holding him, and I just put it right back in, and they were like, yeah, that's good, so that way it keeps the hole open. But they ended up giving him a brand new tube and everything, and the brand new tube they put in was definitely longer than his last one, but still somehow some way, overnight he was able to get the tube out. So we called Access this morning, and they said, yeah, bring him right over. So I am on my way with him now. I don't know if they're going to have to keep him. I'm hoping and praying that the tube came out kind of like early morning and not like right after Amy left, because then the hole and everything will still be good, and they can just slip another tube right in. Once the tube has been out a while, then, you know, the body starts to heal and it closes. So I'm hoping that it was like an early morning thing, and it's only been out for a few hours, and they can slip a new tube right in. And I'm gonna tell them they're gonna have to like really reinforce it more for him than they probably would for other dogs that have these tubes, just because he is so active and roly-poly. Just the like 1 or 2 stitches here and there is just not enough to keep it in place for him. So he's happy. He went out this morning. put a little bit of his food on the plate so that he could lick it up a little bit. We couldn't give him a lot because we can't give him a lot that way anyway. But we also didn't want to give him much in case they do have to sedate him. So we are on our way to Access, as I said. Get a new tube put in this guy. Yes, you. Yes, you, with all your roly-polies all the time. And hopefully it'll be an easy, quick procedure. Everything is still, open, and they can just slip it right in and suture it into place. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. I know. You always roly-polying. If not, then they may have to keep him and sedate him. I know that's a big sigh. I do have the donate button on this video for him. I have all the links as well. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. We take Zelle now, and our mailing address. So if you could please find it in your heart to make a donation for Chewy today, so we can get this new tube in and secured, and then we can get him home and feed him. Right? He's been doing so well. I had a conversation with his doctors from Blue Pearl, and we have figured out food. Yes, we have, haven't we? Yes, we have. We figured out calories that he needs to get and how much a day, and we've got the container down. We know what we're doing. We've upped him slowly to get him to that point, and he's handled it well. There's been no regurgitation, thank God. So he's handled what we need to get into him calorie-wise, and he's been doing fantastic. He loves to eat. His internal time clock knows when all those meals are supposed to be happening, and he lets you know. And then he's just a happy, happy boy. He loves to be held. He loves to snuggle in his beds and his blanket. He loves to lay in the sun. He loves to walk in the yard and smell everything. He really is a happy boy who was just sadly dealt a really awful hand. So we, of course, are doing everything in our power to keep him happy and give him everything that he needs whenever he needs it. And right now he needs a new tube because his crazy roly-polying last night pulled it out somehow. So please, guys, if you could find it in your heart, I know it's the holiday season and everybody is probably strapped, but if you could spare $1, we would be very grateful for little Chewy. I will keep you guys updated on how it goes. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's a quick procedure. So if it is, you will hear from me soon. If it's not, and they have to sedate him and he has to spend a couple of hours, then you will either hear from me later or Amy, depending on the time frame. So again, guys, thank you so much. Oops, there he is. For all your continued love and support. And thank you to anybody who donated. We're almost there, so I'm going to sign off. This is Tiffany with Chewy, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs, Everglades, Florida.